been looking, but despite searching high and low, I can't find the timeline Fu was in before now.
As soon as you kids passed your way through it, they made sure to close that rift in the time vault up tight.
It's gonna be more difficult for us to reach them now. They know we're on their trail, so their guard will be up.
For the moment, let's get ready to move at any time.
I'm not a fan of that noise!
Rescue requests. They're pouring in from Kanton City. Let's get over there, quick!
Fascinating. So this is Kanton City. My. Quite against all odds, you're still drawing breath. And I was certain you died in a ditch somewhere after getting thrown into that rift. Your verdant face certainly rings a bell. Siding with them was a fatal mistake.
I'm not scared of you! Hand over Broly before we make you regret it!
Wait there! I'll call for backup! Huh? Why's no one answering? I don't get it!
I'm afraid they'll be of little help. It turns out your merry meddlers are busy fighting my forces elsewhere. Or out of options. Pity.
The Frieza force is raising all sorts of chaos over there. Kanton City is fighting back the best it can, but still.
Trying to infiltrate the time mist into spare moment.
Time Mist! We can't let them reach the time vault no matter what!
Supreme Tide of Time! We have to get in the fight!
Right! Single scroll if I can help it! Be careful, everyone!
Did you hear that? The Supreme Kai of Time entered the time. You can't let those intruders get into the vault. Damn it!
The Time Vault. It's the cornerstone of the Time Patrol. Ergo, most of their history-correcting activities are carried out within. With power like that, one could bend history to their will so easily. Truly, what a delicious job,
It can't be!
Control of the cosmos may have once saved you, but this new power has ignited a fire beneath me. Now I hunger for more, for greater. Mere galactic control has simply lost its allure, but to master time itself. Yes, I will become history's muse. As the next Supreme Kai of Time, I will hold dominion over all of existence.
He's probably through hell. Something like a stuff he doesn't like.
Tell me, you've been rather chummy with patrollers hitherto. Is that a fair assessment? I would hope that you don't stop sniveling about helping your wayward friends after we come so far together. Make of that what you will. You seem a tad conflicted is all. Just know that defying me now would put you in great peril. How about less monologuing and more rapping the circle? Very well then, observe. I'll end as quick as you please. Oh, you've landed the merest of scratches on me. How very proud you must be. I must admit the siege on the Time Vault is dragging on longer than I'd hoped. Defeating a god is not for the impatient, I suppose. We ought to expedite matters without delay.
Broly, do your work!
Your strength is much clearer to me now. So be it. You have earned the privilege of watching me ascend to a higher state of supremacy. Now, Few, hand over more of those crystals at once.
I've given you plenty. Way more than I ever have in a single moment. If you don't pace yourself, you're gonna end up in a world of hurt.
Are you dense? You've barely given me enough to tickle thus far. Quit your stalling or I'll take them by force!
You're the boss, Frieza. We'll do it your way, and you'll see I was right. I'll use whatever I have at my disposal, just like you said. And hey, if your body explodes, at least we learned a thing.
I applaud your sense of optimism, Few. You may rejoice. The reign of your new ruler has begun! Now, allow me to show you the true meaning of despair. Feast your eyes on my ultimate power! Your futile struggling will grant me much amusement. If memory serves, this power can be doled out to others. I believe it works like this.
What? Look at Broly! Frieza can do that?
What a flawless strike! My intuition was correct as per usual. The crystal's power is the key to strength without limit.
It's Goku. Wait, father? Those forms must be from the original timeline Frieza was in. I guess when the Frieza Force jumped realities, they accidentally brought him along for the ride. Hey, isn't that Frieza over there? And I'm pretty sure those are the Dragon Balls, huh?
You an enemy of Lord Frieza too? Tell me!
You killed me! That guy's a Saiyan! What the hell's going on? not Super Saiyan, I still couldn't defeat this guy. I can tell just by looking.
Talk like you've already lost.
Wait, I got it! Over here, Vegeta!
What are you... Hey!
Sorry to barge in like this. Can you guys maybe buy us a little time? We'll do the best we can, but why? Honestly, we might not hold out long. Is that Chi-Lai? What are you doing here?
Broly! Come back to us, please! Broly, we can't fight anymore!
Broly's slowing down. Is she, like, actually getting through to him?
Do you really think that your flimsy bonds of friendship can rescue from our control? Don't make me laugh! Oh! The ground's cracking open! I'm gonna fall!
Careful there!
Yes, thank you.
Sorry about the wait. I know that form. That's Gogeta. When my father fuses with Goku, that's his.
Let's get this started! Don't get my way! Just stop! Now help for Frieza!
Hey, Broly? What do you say we get out of here while the getting's good? If you stick around, they'll hit in your head and make you fight again. You won't have a choice.
Guess I went too
Wait,
far.
I'm confused too. So you two aren't on Frieza's side after all?
Just as I suspected, which means it's about time for me to go.
Broly, are you okay?
You don't stand a chance of winning, Frieza! Give it up!
Clearly, you've bested me.
Hey, what gives? You're really just throwing in the towel? Weird, even for you.
Frieza, what the hell are you up to this time?
Who knew Canton City would have such solid defenses? I feel as though I'm throwing my precious resources against a wall here. Not much sense in crushing the place underfoot if I have to waste all of my assets to pull it off. That being the case, I have decided to take my leave without delay. You would agree, would you not?
Wait! Well, I don't know what's going on, but from what I can tell, it sounds like we won't be getting back to where we came from anytime soon, right? Yeah, not until we get this figured out. Frieza threw in the towel, but it feels weird. I can't imagine those two giving up so easily. They must have some kind of backup plan, something devious.
Broly's resting up over there. I really owe you one.
The crystal's power puts a great strain on the body. We should let him rest a bit longer if we can. Frieza and his minions. The torture they're putting people through, it's unforgivable. I'll show 'em. I'm gonna poke under every rock in history till I find where those cowards are!
Hey, Supreme Kai of Time! There are strange movements in these scrolls. You should give them a look.
Well, what do you know? The old guy wants to help. We'll track 'em down. They won't give us the slip if we work together.
I don't believe it! You're seriously awesome! Things seem to have calmed down now. I'm sick of running everywhere. Time for a new experiment, maybe? Don't tell me you're still trying to conquer Kanton City. You should know by now those time patrollers aren't messing around. Energy and Dragon Balls are finite resources. Instead of wasting them, we need to try to...
Silence!
Only a rank amateur would give up at this point. The enemy is in disarray. When better to strike? Who cares how finite they are? Resources are meant to be used. Between the crystal's energy and also the potential of the Dragon Balls. Huh? A devious idea is taking form. I know exactly how we'll put them to good use.
You don't mean to say you made that rift? You would go to such lengths.
What is your move, I wonder? Either way, this should certainly prove interesting.
Just when I think I've seen it all, you surprise me. When it comes to lab rats, you're the best.
What to do? Huh? Frieza, but why?
Oh yes, this will do nicely. A brand new base to commemorate my new reign. It would be perfect in every possible way, were it not for the vermin who insist on popping up. If no one else can get it done, I'm left no other choice but to exterminate them myself.
You're a weird guy, you know that? If it's your new base, why do you seem so intent on straight up trashing the joint?
The view wasn't quite up to my standards. Besides, creation and destruction walk hand in hand. Struggling is a waste of time. You don't honestly think you can repel me twice? Like I would deign to allow that. I never make the same mistake more than but once. The real fun is about to begin.
Hear my words, Shenron! Appear before me and grant my wish!
No way. Hunton City.
I haven't seen you in ages. Sadly, though, you seem to have shirked your duty.
Frieza! Phew!
I get it. So that's your plan, huh? Collect all the Dragon Balls? That's not gonna work. Shinron is strong, but we Kai are stronger. So I've got news for you. Using him to become the Supreme Kai of Time? You're out of luck!
Pardon, I shouldn't laugh. I just couldn't help myself. Shenron was whining about the same thing not long ago. Even so, there's no way you could see this coming. We've stuffed you to the gills with this energy. Making me a god should be a simple enough task. It would seem good Shenron has turned a deaf ear to me.
Of course he has. Using crystals on Shenron was a long shot from the start. Looking at the data, though, he seems to be gradually adapting to the crystal's power. We need time or some other catalyst.
If it's working after all,
They're forcing Shenron to obey! Exactly how much energy did they funnel into him?
Either way, we have to stop him! You're not stopping anything, idiot! No way! Why is his attack so strong?
alley-oop!
Got a lot more to do! Got a lot more for you! Yeah, sorry! I didn't know you were stuck in slow motion! Not good!
Watch closely, Time Patrollers! Now, Shenron, you will know rebirth. Embrace the power coursing through every fiber of your being!
The stage is set! My moment of triumph can begin!
I don't believe it! You're seriously awesome!
Excellent. You will grant my wish without delay. Make me a god. Frieza, the new Supreme Kai of Time!
I, Shenron, acknowledge your wish.
Wait, so just like that, he can...
Divine power at last!
Frieza's power level is rocketing higher! Over there. What am I looking at? Check out that crystal. We're going to a lot of trouble to protect it. Can't get too good of a look at getting away. In that case, how about we convince him to move?
Magnificent. So this is the power of the divine, and yet it feels markedly undivine.
Look, you're forcing divine power into a non-divine vessel. You can't expect to use all the bells and whistles right out of the gate. My theory is that Shenron's retconning your past. Making it so that you'll have always been a god, not starting now.
If that's the case, then marvel at my patience. The harvest is best when the time is right.
What? I have no time left. I need you to grab all the walls and places on my freaking body. You have no idea how many heat shows have been. Please just go on with it. That would take us forever.
We have to help stop Frieza, whatever it takes! That barrier is serious business. Come on, we need to get a closer look at that crystal if we want to get through. Call me crazy, but it's like the lightning is trying to prevent us from destroying the crystals. Okay, let's pull back and look for an opening in the enemy ranks.
The Frieza force is hitting us with everything we've got. At this rate, we won't have enough time to correct this all.
Hey, Frieza! It's me, Goku! Can you hear me? Those Frieza Force goons are going off out there! Is it cool if I maybe give them a good whack?
Goku! With you and the others here, we might actually save the ship! I have a request.
What is it? Oh, I get it. If we do that... Sorry about this, but I have to leave you on your own for a bit. Stay safe, okay? I will return.
If I'm remembering right, Jiren also discovered the crystal can destroy it. Destroying these crystals might have the same effect. I know it's not that definite, but judging from his appearance, I don't think Shenron means you any harm. It looks like he's thrashing around because of all the pain those crystals are causing, right? So keep smashing those crystals whenever you can. It might bring Shenron back to his senses.
If we didn't have all these extras, sucks to be you.
The energy I'll get from this is mind-blowing!
Is energy the only thing you know about? Look around you! Look at all the destruction you've caused!
What was I so worried about? This is a paltry sacrifice for all the energy I've gained as a result!
A paltry sacrifice? Just listen to yourself!
Actually, losing the crystal seems to be having an impact on Shenron.
Do you mean to say we'll lose control of Shenron if this keeps up? I'd prefer nothing unexpected happen while my godhood is still being written. But look at those pitiful patrols. They'll sooner go to their doom than stop me.
I wouldn't be so sure. Run-of-the-mill foot soldiers get much stronger thanks to the crystal's power. But Shenron is way overpowered even before the crystals. Just juice them up and watch them go.
thought I'd be bored out of my skull just sitting back and watching this all unfold. Much to my delight, though, I find that it's great fun to see you get steamrolled so thoroughly.
He's excited. One crystal left. So close now. We need to take it out.
Seems I have little choice. You can sense the overwhelming power, can you not? Be honored. This is the power of a newborn god. I can't control time quite yet. It's more than enough to hurl you headlong into your graves.
We talk for a little bit. Both more. Come on. Just a little longer.
Is this to your liking?
Huh? Frieza? That color is just like ours.
Yes! Supreme Kai of Time's true might. Honestly, it's far easier to wield than it looks. It feels like I'm losing power.
That's impossible! Plus, history's getting corrected!
What part of kill the patrollers when they started acting strange did my minions not understand?
Well, we have been through the Jupiter backing us up. With their help, we finally managed to get a couple through. Those controllers, everyone who's risking their life to fight, to do the right thing. They're brave, not selfish and tyrannical like you. All you care about is dominance, control. History belongs to everyone, Frieza. We understand to the whim of the single minion.
Slug! I'll squeeze the life out of you myself!
No good! The Frieza Force fighters are getting routed! Damn it!
Now go!
You're so much drama! don't believe it! You're seriously... The rift is still open. We can chase him. Get moving! Hold on. I want to join.
Love it! But we probably shouldn't let you come with. Let me explain my reasoning, yeah? Broly's back in his right mind again, not a moment too soon. And Frieza's Dragon Balls plan, I'd say we foiled that one. The part of history you were in before, it's starting to return to its original form. That's why, if I keep dragging you all over the place, it could have some disastrous results. Too risky. It would be a crime, changing things that much.
So just leave it to me. By the time I'm done with them, they'll think twice before they go messing around with history again.
We're close to the presence of the Supreme Kai of Time. What a surprise! I thought you preferred to issue your orders in safety from afar.
Certain tyrants. I know better than to go messing around with the past for fun. Fixing history's a big job. I can't just foist it off on Goku and Vegeta if I can help it.
You've gotta be kidding me. But I'm doing the math here, and you guys are seriously outnumbered.
We're fine. We have things we value. As long as we know that, we don't have to be.
Suffice it to say, underestimating us will serve you ill. Waking Shenron from his suffering, did you really think that would have any bearing on my power? I'm sure he didn't grant me my wish. I stole all of his energy. Call it my consolation prize. And it's just enough to let me keep on playing God.
No matter how much we attack him, nothing leaves a mark.
You can't give up! He's forcing divine power to obey his will. He may seem invincible right now, but his body pays a price.
That was fun. So what next? Perhaps I should give that one trick a
What just happened? I feel so heavy.
I've rewound time on that toned physique you take such pride. All that training undone with the snap of my fingers. Xenoverse.
We've still got this, Frieza. If we fail, we can just loop back to the beginning.
The beginning indeed.
What was that?
Freezing ball time within this rift instantaneously! Is that even possible? We had him on the ropes! All this evil wields so much power! If we let him slip through our grasp now, we may never have another chance to end this!
Yeah, but if we keep hacking away at our enemies, they'll just turn back time and force a do-over.
It'll be okay. I have an idea. The next time Frieza makes a move, that's when we strike. twice in a row.
Insist on vexing me!
That's the ticket! Wow, you're getting on my very last nerve! I just gave you was the last of it.
How did you know? Impossible!
Nowhere left to run, Frieza! Surrender now!
Yes, we've nowhere to run. Neither do any of you! I have an idea for you. There's energy left in that blade, correct? Hand it over then! I'll blast away the rift and send them all to hell with it!
You taught me something very important, Frieza. This, that the end justifies the means. That was your downfall, but not mine.
You, wait!
Okay. Shenron's back to his senses and not a moment too soon. Shenron, please grant us our wish without delay. Everything and everyone Frieza messed up. Just, fix them like the way they were before.
I can only grant a single wish. Frieza made one, and it has been granted.
No, it wasn't. I was there the whole time. You weren't able to grant it in the end. Not to mention the fact, I think I deserve a little gratitude for saving your big scaly hide, yeah? I'm still waiting, Shenron!
You have made a compelling point. I will grant your wish, but it will take some time as I am tired.
Marvelous! So glad we're on the same page. This should take care of Canton City, but...
But there's still few.
Frieza hurt so many innocent people today. And few was laughing. Still, though, none of us could bring ourselves to despise him. Wanting to rewrite history into something more positive? While we all condemn his methodology, the desire makes sense. But attempting it, regardless of consequence, led to this. It brought about all this devastation. As Time Patrollers, it's our duty. No matter what it may cost us, we have to stop Fu's plan. It's a lot to take in, but that's the job. I need you to understand what's at stake.
Damn it! No! I have to think of something fast! There should be other timelines I can use! But how? Not even Frieza could pull that one off! How could I be such a fool? I was hopeful for a moment, but that was stupid! Hold on. My big mistake was relying on someone else to do it. Gotta do this one all by myself. 'Cause if I don't, If I don't pull it off alone, then it will fail. And whatever else may happen, I can't let a future unfold without a hero like you. Hey, shh, don't fret. The pain's gonna be intense, but I won't let you die from it. That much I can guarantee.
I don't believe it! You're